Hey everyone, it's that time of year where we go ahead and start looking towards and planning for the next year, which means that it's time to officially unveil the new Appish digital planner for 2024. Whether you're a longtime digital planner user or a newbie, or maybe you're still on the fence about whether digital planning is for you, I hope this video shows you just how amazing digital planning can be and where it might be able to fit into your lifestyle. Just as a disclaimer, digital planners are not apps. They are interactive PDF files that are used within an application such as GoodNotes, Zoom Notes, Notability, NoteShelf, and so many more that utilize hyperlinks to go from page to page. In this video, I'm going to take you on an in-depth walkthrough on all Appish has to offer you. I'm going to show you the different templates, and if you're a previous Appish user, you're going to be able to see some of the awesome upgrades that I've made. Make sure you stay tuned to the end for exclusive savings as well as information on how you can make your Appish experience one of a kind. Something important to note is that you are going to get 4 copies of Appish. I know that you only see 2 right here, but you're going to get 4 copies. You get 2024 in both Monday and Sunday start, and then you're also going to get November and December for 2023. So the first page you'll see in your Appish planner is your dashboard. And again, Appish is not an app despite its name. However, it is designed to look and feel like you are using an app. I'm going to be showing you this digital planner in GoodNotes. However, there are multiple different annotation apps you can use. Again, some of those are NoteShelf, Zoom Notes, Notability, and there are so many more on the market. So really find the one that works for your lifestyle and your planning. GoodNotes is the one that I prefer to use, but again, there are lots of others on the market. So here we have our dashboard. You have all of your planner contents with each of these being hyperlinked directly to that week. So I can click right here and go to the very first week and click back here and go to the dashboard. On the left side, you see kind of our hub, and this is visible to you on every single page in this planner for easy access to some of these major pages, such as your year at a glance, your quarterly overviews, your note pages, and then your 2025 at a glance as well. Here are some specific links to my Instagram and other social media platforms, as well as my website, my Etsy shop. You can also join our exclusive Facebook group. And then down here are our FAQs. You can send me an email if you just need some help, or this will link back to this video if you ever just need some help navigating your Appish planner. If you're familiar with Appish from 2023, then you know that Appish was the first digital planner on the market that offered both light mode and dark mode capability within the same planner. No need to buy 2 different planners or choose between a light mode and a dark mode. You get it all within one planner. So over here we have light mode and dark mode buttons. If I were to click this dark mode button, it takes me directly to the same page in dark mode, which is pretty cool. So now to dive into some of our Appish content. This first page is our year at a glance page. This shows you 2024 at a glance. It's got some space for you to write notes. All of these months, quarters, dates, including the weeks, are hyperlinked. For example, if I wanted to jump right to April 5th, which is my birthday, I would click right here under April and it would take me to the day of April 5th. Same thing with the quarters. If I wanted to jump right to quarter 3 and see what quarter 3 looked like, I could click any of those quarter 3 buttons and go directly to this quarter 3 overview page where I have space for writing my priorities, any notes, and then I can see the calendar for that quarter right there real quickly. Same on all of the quarter overview pages. Each of these weeks, month, and dates are hyperlinked, so I can quickly navigate to that page specifically from this quarter overview page. I'm going to quickly scroll through our quarterly overview pages. All of the templates are the same. The only difference is going to be the calendars. I do want to pause here and just point out over here on your hub, anytime you click one of these buttons, it is going to highlight that button to show you that you're on that page. That just gives it more of that Appish feel, hence the name Appish. And I'm also going to show you this page in dark mode. Moving into our calendar pages now, I'm going to go right to January, and you can see that we have a nice clean monthly calendar here where you can add stickers, writing, notes, to-dos, important dates, anything that you might add to a traditional paper planner or even a desk calendar. Again, I'm going to zoom in up here and show you that each of these months, whenever you're accessing that month, will highlight so you can see which month you're working in. Again, just to re-emphasize how many hyperlinks are available to you in this planner so that you can quickly jump from page to page or template to template. All of these dates in this calendar are going to be hyperlinked. Again, I can click right here on January 6th, and it's going to take me directly to January 6th. Each month has 3 different monthly layouts. You have one for personal, that's going to be your home life, your lifestyle, anything you might want to put there, a work calendar, and then an other calendar. That other calendar can be used however you want. I use mine for my business because I do work a full-time job, so I would do a personal calendar to keep up with my husband and my calendars. I would do work for work, and then I would do other for my business for important launches, videos, content, anything like that. Alright, if you're a previous Appish user, this is going to be the first big change, and I love it. This is something that I wanted, and I'm so glad I found a way to nicely and creatively incorporate this. You're going to be able to access the weekly spread of your choice. Now, if you know from Appish 2023, whenever you clicked on the weekly button, it took you directly to the first weekly template, and then you could select which week you wanted from there. This time, you can choose which weekly template you want to, setting a sort of default weekly template in your planner depending on which one you use most or which one you're wanting to use then. So over here we have all of our weeks, and if you click, I'm going to zoom in, if you click on the top of the weekly box, so we have top, middle, and bottom, if you click on the top weekly box, you're going to go to the first weekly layout, which is going to be your classic layout. This is personally my favorite. You have a spot for all of your information for those specific days, and then you have a nice priority to-do list looking ahead for the next week, and then notes. You can use this for notes, doodles, longer lists, anything that you might need there. If you click on the middle of the weekly box, it's going to take you to the second weekly template, which is your hourly template. So this looks exactly like it did last year. Your hours go from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. and they have a nice grid here to separate those times as well as make writing easy. You also have a nice spot here for anything important or any other to-dos that you might want to note on those days. Now the last one is, if you click on this bottom section in the weekly template, you're going to be taken to the brand new custom weekly template option. If you're familiar with Appish 2023, you know that this used to be a minimal template where each of the days was separated and you had some nice lines here to write notes, to-dos, anything like that. However, lots of feedback from you guys saying that you would love the opportunity to be able to drop in or create your very own weekly template. So I got rid of the minimal template and I created this custom space for you to draw in maybe a bullet journal style template, to drop in a template from another shop or anything like that to create your own and make Appish truly yours. So just to reiterate that each of these, if you were to click on the top, the middle, or the bottom, is going to take you specifically to that weekly template so that you're able to set that either default template or that you can go directly to the weekly layout that you want to use. So flipping over to our weekly templates here, again, I just want to show you that each of these dates are hyperlinked here. Again, I really want you to be able to access anything within this planner that you want and you would need to use. So if I were to click on January 4th, I would be taken to the January 4th daily template. Another big change that I brought to the Appish 2024 digital planning experience is that up here, if you remember from Appish 2023, when you clicked on this date, it took you back to the classic weekly template. However, if you were using the hourly template, you'd have to go back to the classic template and then back to the hourly template. So you had to do a couple extra steps there. Just like the weekly template, if you click over here on the left side of this, you'll go back to the classic template. If you click in the middle, you'll go to that hourly template, and if you click off to the right side, you're going to go to that custom weekly page. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to click in the middle, and it's going to take us to the hourly template. Looking at our daily template here, I really wanted to hone in on how minimal and easy and sleek it is. I know not everybody uses a daily template, so I designed this with everybody in mind so that it can be used however you want. We have a nice time block section over here from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. And then we also have a section for your to-dos for that day if that's how you choose to use it. We also have just a huge gridded section here. Since I know not everybody uses their daily template as a planner, I thought that you could use that as a nice journal section. I personally like to use my daily pages as a sort of memory journal so that I can just document and journal what went on that day. And sometimes there's not a lot, but I might write down how I felt or things I did or anything like that. So again, a nice hourly section here, which is grayed off, a to-do list here with 5 different sections, and then just a huge blank canvas that you can use however you want or you need to use it. The next thing I wanted to point out is that every month has 3 very necessary, very important templates. Zooming in here, you're going to have a template for your goals, wellness, and finances for every month. So looking at January, I'm going to click this and it's going to take me to my January goals. So here you just have a nice clean template to write down any of your goals, the target date, and then to plan out each of those goals in steps. So you can write your big goal up here and then the benchmarks or milestones that will be needed to make that goal. The next page is going to be your wellness page. So looking at this page, this one is dated for your habits, medication, sleep, and then a custom one for anything you might want to add down here, and then your mood. So you'll see that for January, obviously each of these goes to 31 since January has 31 days. However, February, especially for 2024, will have 29 days. They'll all have the necessary days for that month. And last but not least is your finance page. You have your expenses. You can document your expense, for example, your mortgage, how much you have planned, the actual, and then you can calculate the difference there to see how much you went over or how much you saved. And then you have any transactions that you've made for any shopping, whether you want to budget that out for anything that was not in your original budget or just things that came up that you weren't expecting. And then you have here any deposits. This is great for any of us who are small business owners so that you can kind of keep up with your monthly income from your small business specifically. And I just want to point out too that when you click on those buttons, it's going to highlight that button again so you can see what page you look on, again giving it that feel that it acts like an app. Alright, looking at the dark mode version of our planner, again remember you can easily switch between light and dark mode at the click of a button. I'm going to quickly scroll through January in dark mode so that you can see what that looks like. But again, the templates are completely the same. It's just going to show you that dark mode if that's the planning style you like. Coming back to the light mode version of our planner, I just want to take you through the notes pages here. You have 4 different note templates. You have a lined, a graph, a dotted, and a blank template. These are available throughout the whole planner via hyperlink. You can quickly click on this since your hub is available on all pages, and it will take you directly to that notes page. So I'm just going to show you our notes templates in both light mode and dark mode. So here you have your line template in light mode, and then you also have it in dark mode. Our graph, and this is going to be really hard to see on the video. I really wanted our graphing pages to be light so that they didn't consume your whole page. So on the dark mode, it's really hard to see in the video, but you can see that there's a graph line there, graph lines there, and then here on our light mode page. Our dotted template, again, I wanted these dots to be very faint because I did not want them to overwhelm any writing you might do. And again, very hard to see on the dark mode template. And then this one is completely blank, so there isn't anything to see here. The The last thing to see is our 2025 year at a glance page. This is set up just like our year at a glance page, just obviously set up for 2025, but this really gives you the opportunity to look ahead at the next year. I do want to note that none of the dates on the 2025 at a glance page are hyperlinked, since this planner only runs from January 1st to December 31st of 2024. That is pretty much Appish at a glance. I hope that you loved it. I hope that you found this video extremely informative, and I hope that you think that Appish could be the perfect companion for you going into 2024. On both my Etsy shop and my website, you can use the code AppishLaunch to save on your purchase of Appish until November 1st, 2023. Now for a cool announcement. For the first time ever, I am going to offer custom planner services. If you purchase a copy of Appish, you are then eligible to purchase custom weekly templates to go in your custom weekly spot. Custom weekly templates are only available for purchase on my website, and custom orders will be closed November 30th. Once you purchase the custom weekly listing, I will then be in touch with you within 48 hours to go ahead and start drafting your perfect weekly template. Within 2 weeks of us collaborating, you'll have 3 completely custom weekly templates that will be able to drop into your Appish planner. I hope that you're super excited to take on 2024 with Appish by your side.